Hi, Soul Tribe. Ready for Capricorn? Because here we go to the goat of the zodiac. And they wrote a lot about Capricorn. Very interesting, because Capricorn's the foundation. So we're going to read about Capricorn, the goat of the zodiac, December 22nd to January 21st. So it begins. Circle means sacrifice. According to the Kabbalah, the straight line bending to form a circle. Thus, we find 12 zodiac signs sacrificing to the sun, symbolized by the devotion and sacrificing of the 12 disciples of Jesus. 12 months sacrifice for a solar year. 12 functions of man's body sacrifice for the temple, Beth, or church of God, or the human house of flesh. 12 minerals, known as the soul salts, sacrifice by operating and combining to build tissue. The dynamic force of these vitalized workmen constitute the chemical affinities, the positive and the negative poles of mineral expression. The Kabbalistic numerical value of the letters G-O-A-T, goat, add up to 12. Very ancient allegories depict a goat bearing the sins of the Israelites into the wilderness. In the secret mysteries of initiation into certain societies, the goat is the chief symbol. In alchemical lore, the great work, is commenced in the goat, and it is finished in the white stone. Biochemistry is the stone which the builders rejected, and it furnishes the key to all the mysteries and occultism of the allegorical goat. Those persons born between the dates December 22nd and January 21st come under the influence of the sun in Capricorn, the goat. Capricorn represents the great business interests, trusts, and syndicates, where many laborers are employed. Thus, Capricorn symbols the foundation and the framework of society, the commonwealth of human interests, etc. The bones of the human organism represent the foundational stones and the framework of the soul's temple, Solomon's temple. Bone tissue is composed principally of phosphate of lime, known as calcareous phosphate or calcium phosphate. Without a proper amount of lime, no bone can be formed, and bone is the foundation of the body. A building must first have a strong foundation before the structure can be reared. This is why the great work commences in the goat. Lime is white, hence the white stone. In the 2nd chapter and the 17th verse of Revelation may be found the alchemical formula of the white stone. So again, I will read that again. In the 2nd chapter and the 17th verse of Revelation may be found the alchemical formula of the white stone. To him that overcometh, I will give to eat of the hidden manna, and I will give a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth in it. In the mountains of India, it is said, a tribe dwells, the priests of which claim that man's complete history from birth to death is recorded in his bones. Wow. These people say that the bones are secret archives. Hence, do not decay quickly, as does the flesh and the blood. When the molecules of lime phosphate fall below the standard, a disturbance often occurs in the bone tissue and the decay of bone, known as caries of bone, commences. Phosphate of lime is the worker in albumin. It carries albumin, albumin, there you go. It carries it to the bone and uses it as a cement in the making of bone. So-called Bright's disease, first discovered in a man named Bright, is simply an overflow of albumin via kidneys due to the deficiency of phosphate of lime. When the goat salt is deficient in the gastric juice and bile ferments arise from undigested foods, acids from the latter find their way into the synovial fluids in the joints of the legs or the arms or the hands, and often cause severe pain. But why the perfectly natural chemical operation should be called rheumatism passeth understanding. Oh, that's funny. It means that if you have this salt, that you won't have rheumatoid arthritis and stuff like that. That's funny the way they said that. Non-fictional albumin caused by a lack of lime phosphate is the cause of eruptions, abscesses, consumption, catarrh, and so many called diseases. But let us all remember that disease means not at ease, and the words do not mean an entity of any kind, shape, size, weight, or quantity, but an effect caused by some deficiency of blood material, and that only. Phosphate of lime should never be taken in crude form. It must be triiterated to 6th, and then it has an X, according to the biochemical method, in milk sugar in order to be taken up by the mucous membrane, absorbents, and thus carried into the circulation. Capricorn people possess a deep interior nature, in which they often dwell in the solitude of their soul. They scheme and plan and build air castles and really enjoy their ideal world. If they are sometimes talkative, their language seldom gives any hint of the wonderland of their imagination. To that enchanted garden the sign, "No thought fair," forever blocks the way. The Capricorn gems are white onyx and moonstone. The astral colors are garnet, brown, silver gray, and black. Capricorn is an earth sign. In Bible alchemy, Capricorn represents Judah, the 4th son of Jacob, and means praise of the Lord. The praise of the Lord. In the symbolism of the New Testament, Capricorn corresponds to the disciple John. My favorite. I love John. So that is the beauty of Capricorn, guys. The goat salt of phosphate of lime phosphate. And it is the builder of the bones, the builder of the house. And it's so important for the entire foundation. And it has something to do with an entire system, because it's addressing the 12, the power of the 12, and that's the 12 cranial nerves, that's the 12 ganglii within the solar plexus, and then it's also addressing the structure of the bones. So it's a very powerful salt and a very powerful sign, and it does a lot of very powerful works within within our body. This is what you need actually to do the great work. So the great work in alchemical lore is when when the goat is finished and the white stone is adopted. So this is biochemistry, the stone which the builders rejected. So once we learn how to balance these salts, we should be able to do a lot of beautiful things with helping your body stay healthy and keep it operating the way it should. I know they do wonders for me. So that's the mystery and the magic of Capricorn. Big sign. Lots of information on Capricorn. So wow. So go Capricorn. And what is next is Aquarius. And this is the sign of the Son of Man. So we will be getting into Aquarius next. And hope you enjoyed that. And we will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day or night, wherever you may be. Fasto, baby. See you soon.